Hi everyone and welcome once again to Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, Encounters or Action Scenes Walkthrough. This is part 9, which is going to cover chapter 14, which is showing me in paradise. I hope you guys are kinda not that confused at this point about how I managed to, separate the chapters and stuff, because I really wanted to see my brutal trilogy, which I like to call it like that, my Uncharted remastered brutal trilogy. I did it all encounters, I did all action scenes, but I had to go through the chapters myself rather than what I'm doing here, that selecting them from a menu, which is really convenient. Don't get me wrong, it's really convenient to record. Did you look at it? Did you look at this guy? That guy with the mask? He went straight through me. Like, watch that again if you want to. That he shouldn't have seen me, but he went straight through me, towards me. That was really fucking weird, and I'm happy I got it on camera, because that's a clear sign that the AI does whatever the fuck it wants. Like that, I don't know what that guy is. I think it's some sort of scout or something, but he didn't see me because other enemies didn't see me, but he did. He came straight through to me. That was really weird. So. What was I talking about? Oh, Brutal Trilogy. I did all encounters and all action scenes, but I had to go through the entire game and just edit the encounters themselves, right? So it was a lot more difficult to record and edit than this. Luckily, right? It's fun that they have a menu with encounters and that you can select the difficulty. The game puts you. I haven't mentioned a lot of good stuff that this game does, because I have criticized. I have criticized a lot about the combat mechanics and overall the combat in the game, but I haven't said that minuscule stuff that I have liked. For example, the weapons and the camera feels better than ever. There was never an instance when the camera fucked me. That's really important. Like, where in the fucking world you can say that in a third person video game? The camera is always going to fuck you, right? But I never felt like the camera was like the reason why I died in an encounter, right? So that's really important. I think I only felt that the camera didn't fuck me like in this game and in Zelda, maybe. And I'm talking Zelda Ocarina of Time, when I played on the Nintendo 64. Like, if I remember correctly, the camera never fucked me on that game either. It was really weird. I'm not comparing the both game, guys. Don't get your panties in a tangle, in a I don't know. I'm not comparing it to Ocarina of Time. Many people, now I'm gonna ramble, right? But many people kinda, whoa, I almost died there. Many people think that Ocarina of Time is the greatest game ever made, and I don't know why they think that. I mean, maybe because they grew up with the Nintendo 64 as their first console and Zelda as their first game, kind of. I mean, that's the most reasonable thing that I can think about, because I don't know, I was playing long before the Zelda came. I was playing RPGs in the PC. I'm not that old, by the way, but I was playing RPGs like Baldur's Gate you know, Ultima, the Ultima series, way before that, Planescape Torment, which is my favorite game of all times. And yes, Zelda is really good, but it's kind of like, I don't know, I find it difficult to kind of, and now I'm going to piss off every single person that likes Zelda. I find that Zelda Ocarina of Time just remake. It was a huge remake of A Link to the Past, but in 3D, right? I know the story is not the same. I know the purists will probably say, but the story is not the same. Dude, what are you saying? You should kill yourself. Okay, I know that the story is not the same, but it's kind of like the same thing, right? The structure of the game has always been the same, even in Twilight Princess and in Skyward Sword. Oh my god, that was a terrible game. Wind Waker was kind of different, but the structure is even the same. But Wind Waker is the one that is really different. I like Wind Waker, believe it or not. I like A Link to the Past. I really loved when I played it on the Super Nintendo. And I liked Wind Waker. I really loved Wind Waker. And but after that, like, all Zeldas are the fucking same for me. Like, the same structure is presented in every Zelda. You have the water temple, the fire temple, the fucking temple, you know, and you're improving your items and your weapons, and that allows you to go to other places and continue. It's the same fucking thing. Like, when I played Ocarina of Time, it was fun and it was interesting, all the shit that you can do in the game, and the fact that it was in 3D, like playing Super Mario 64 for the first time, you know. It was like the first real good 3D experience, right? And I think that on itself was a great addition to the game, that it was on 3D. But I didn't took it like, oh my god, it's the fucking greatest game of all time. Like, I already played it, like, I had already played Link to the Past, and Link to the Past was amazing. And I know that Link to the Past is nowhere near 3D, it's 2D isometric, but I don't know, it was, for me, I never paid so much attention to graphics. And that kinda is the, finally, I guess, there was a point in everything that I was saying, guys. Finally, I think that the point is that even though the graphics of Uncharted 4 are amazing, and I recognize that they are amazing, probably the best graphics that I've seen in a console game, they don't hold as much importance to me than gameplay. You know, when I have to do the weighting of stuff, graphics I think comes last, really fucking last. Like, a game can have the best fucking graphics in the world, like fucking Rise. Do you know Rise, the fucking game that kind of like has really good graphics but it's awful, something like that. I don't remember any awful game that has incredible graphics right now, except for that one. But yeah, for me it's not that whole experience of graphics, but Uncharted 4 is an entire package of quality. It's not only graphics, it's not the quality, it's not the resolution, it's not that, it's the quality of the scenarios. You can see here while I'm traversing and trying to find out where the fuck are my enemies, just the sheer quality of Naughty Dog's design of the levels is what really stands out. Not so much the graphics. The graphics, yes, are beautiful, yes, of course they are, and the dynamic lighting and the whole range of effects. The anti-aliasing is incredible. I never saw a shagged fucking corner or line or whatever, and that's kind of fucking amazing for a console game. So definitely Naughty Dog pushed graphics with every Uncharted, and they done it again here. But I think that in the pursuit, as I said before, in the pursuit of doing everything fucking amazing, they kinda left out the combat a little bit. For example, you cannot return grenades anymore. Remember in Uncharted 3 when you can actually return grenades, and it was a mechanic that kinda worked. It wasn't really reliable, but it was fun. It was fun to be able to throw back a grenade. Well, that doesn't exist here anymore. So I don't really get it why they will take something out. And yeah, this is a heavy. You have to take out the helmet, and then after that you have to actually kick him, and that alerts the other soldiers, which is a piece of fucking shit, because there was no one here. So I do not agree with that at all. But what was I saying? Yeah, the things that change that I don't understand why it changed. The throwing of the grenade, I just don't understand it. Let's see, what else? The punching is weird, because the punching is simplified, and is I spent a lot more time punching in this game than I spent in the last three previous games. But the punching is no. You can roll to dodge punches that enemies throw at you. You can actually dodge, like you dodge on the ground, you know, and with that you can evade punches. But why? Why do it in that way if the Uncharted 3 got punching right? They got punching fucking right. We have the triangle that dodge the punches, and we had the circle that was a grab. Remember, all of that was a grab, and you could use the environment to, you know, hit them with different stuff, and it was great. It was fucking great. It felt like a great addition to the game, and it's not here. The punching is just the fucking square, and you use the triangle if they grab you, but only if they grab you, and I almost died there. Look at that. And I didn't. And I'm going to beat the encounter, so I left it in. Yeah, I'm not that guy that records fantastic gameplay that looks really neat, you know, but and that makes you seem like a beast on games. I don't care about that. I just if I get it, it doesn't matter if I fuck up. If I actually get it at the end, that's the recording that is going to be in the walkthrough. That's the important thing. And this is a difficult chapter, guys. I haven't spoke about the chapter because I just ramble away, and I'm going to start rambling, even talking about this game or talking about other shit, because this is gonna be a long walkthrough. But yeah, this chapter is hard, and it's hard again because the checkpoints are really bad. For example, that's the first checkpoint of the last encounter. When you hit this wall, before this wall you have no checkpoint. No fucking checkpoint. It's another fucking jungle part that is almost like, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes long. Not on your first time. And I managed to get all of these encounters under the 18-minute mark. I think this video is 18 and something. And I'm trying to make these videos shorter as I can, but we are going to be hitting bigger and bigger walls. The hardest encounters in the game come at the end chapters, you know, at the 3 or 4 last chapters in the game. Those are the really heavy hitters in crushing difficulty. So expect 30-minute videos of me trying to figure out how the fuck am I going to go around. And by the way, I think this is the encounter where I actually sneak this whole second part. Yeah, I think they don't see me, and this is kinda neat. I'm thinking that maybe you can do it. You can actually leave this encounter without them seeing you, because I think there is a trophy that is going through an encounter without the enemy never seeing you. But you need a place like this. You need a place like that you can exit quickly, because if you have to open a large door that is heavy, you know, or stuff like that, they're gonna see you or hear you. So you need a special encounter to get that trophy. By the way, the trophies are not really that hard, I think. There are trophies for all the difficulties, there are trophies for the multiplayer, sadly. But I think there are only 2 trophies for the multiplayer. One is play 5 matches, which is really fucking easy. Not win, just play. And other one is do something else in multiplayer. And look at that, Sam actually helps me out. That never happens, almost never happens. And yeah, I think I might platinum this game, just because it's rather easy to do. It's not that hard. I think the hardest chapter is the hardest chapter. The hardest trophy is the speedrun trophy. You have to actually speedrun the game in less than 5 or 6 hours, guys. I don't want to say one or the other and be wrong. I think it's under 6 hours. I'm almost positive, I'm not sure, but you have to speedrun the game under 6 hours and you get the trophy. And I guess that might be hard. I don't really know. 6 hours. There is a lot of platforming and exploring to do. I guess it's possible. I guess it's a trophy that's already been tested, of course. But I don't know. Maybe I won't platinum this game, but because that trophy sounds like a chore, and I don't really like speedrunning that much in the first time, because I don't like things that I like. When I play games, I like to chill, you know, and actually enjoy things. Speedrun is exactly the opposite. You know, you have to hurry because time is running out. So I don't really especially like it. But here we are at the end of part 9, and I'll see you in part 10. Thank you for watching, and take care.